Welcome to One Story, One Word. On this channel, you learn English through stories. In every video, we focus on one word and one important idea. Today's word is decide. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever sat quietly, looking at two options, and felt that small, heavy pause inside before you choose one? A woman sits at her kitchen table early in the morning. The room is quiet. Her phone is on the table. There is a message on the screen. It is about a new job. She reads the message again. The job is in another city. The pay is better. But her life is here. Her friends are here. She drinks her coffee slowly. She looks out the window. She knows she cannot wait forever. After a few minutes, she decides to reply. She takes a breath and decides to say yes. When she sends the message, the room feels the same, but something inside her feels different. Now let's talk about the word decide in a calm and simple way. Decide is a verb. We use it when we choose one option and not another. It is about a moment when thinking stops and choosing begins. Before we decide, we think, we wait, we feel unsure. When we decide, the moment becomes clear. Something moves forward. In the story, the woman reads the message many times. She thinks about her life. But the important moment is when she decides to reply. That is the moment of decide. Decide is an action word. It shows movement inside the mind. You decide to do something. You decide between options. For example, in the story, she decides to say yes. Now let's look at the word family. The main verb is decide. We use it in simple sentences. I decide to reply. This sounds natural and clear. The past form is decided. We use it when the choice is already made. She decided to say yes. This fits the story perfectly. There is also the noun decision. Decision is the thing you make. It is the result of deciding. In the story, her decision is moving to another city. You can say, her decision changed her plans. This connects directly to the story. There is an adjective, decisive. Decisive describes a person or an action. A decisive person makes choices without waiting too long. In the story, sending the message is a decisive action. You can say, her reply was decisive. It means the choice was clear and final. There is also the adjective indecisive. This describes someone who finds it hard to choose. Before the message, she feels indecisive. She waits. She thinks. You can say, she felt indecisive at the table. This matches the quiet moment in the kitchen. Now let's look at how decide is used in sentences. Very often, we use decide with to. Decide to do something. She decides to reply. This is one of the most common patterns. We also use decide with a question word. Decide what? Decide where? Decide when? She decides what to write in the message. This still fits the story. Sometimes we use decide between two things. She decides between staying and moving. This shows the two options clearly. All of these patterns are simple. They are calm. They are common in daily English. The important thing is this. Decide is not about speed. It is about clarity. It is the moment when waiting ends. In the story, nothing loud happens. No one speaks. But the word decide still matters. It shows a quiet change inside the person. By now, you do not just know the word decide. You can feel it. You can see it in the story. You can place it naturally in a sentence. Now, we do shadowing. Listen and repeat out loud, immediately after me. Don't think, just copy. Sentence 1. I decide to reply to the message. Repeat. Sentence 2. She decided to say yes. Repeat. Sentence 3. It is hard to decide sometimes. Repeat. Again, a little faster. I decide to reply to the message. She decided to say yes. It is hard to decide sometimes. Good. When you repeat like this, the word slowly becomes part of your natural voice. Now let's reflect quietly on this word. The word decide exists because life often gives us more than one path. These moments are usually quiet. They happen at tables, on buses, in small rooms, early in the morning. People often feel unsure when they decide. There is often no clear sign, no loud signal, just a small feeling that says it is time to choose. Decide describes that human pause. Not the rush, not the result. Just the moment when one direction becomes real. People may feel calm, nervous, or empty in that moment. But the word decide does not judge that feeling. It only names the action. That is why the word feels simple, but deep. It touches everyday life. It touches work, relationships, messages, and quiet mornings. It is a small word for a very human experience. Remember today's word. Decide. To choose one option and move forward. This is One Story, One Word. See you in the next video.